Hey guys, welcome back to Mom Likely. My name's Shawna. If this is your first time tuning in, thanks so much for stopping by for a visit. Today we're going to be doing some summer cleaning, basically getting to some things that I haven't gotten to in a while. So we've been here basically for like 6 months, and I know it's time to get like down to the grime of some things here in the house. One of the things is starting with this carpet. That's what I'm most excited about. But we're also going to do some stuff in the kitchen, ceiling, oven, cabinets, whole nine. So I hope you're ready for some cleaning motivation today. Go ahead and make your list of things that you've been neglecting that we can get done today. Save this to a playlist, come back for later. And if you're new here, thanks so much for joining me. Let's get started. So I'm starting off the deep cleaning tasks right here in the kitchen. I'm going to be going through and I almost said de-dusting. I'm going to be going through and dusting my fan. This is a task that I think I always make harder on myself, especially because I haven't gotten used to this fan being here yet. But I actually own all 3 sizes of the Swiffer duster. It's one of my favorite cleaning tools. I have one hanging on the side of my fridge there, you can see behind me. This is my handheld, and then I also have a very long 6-foot extendable one as well. But since this fan was so grimy and the little light covers needed to be washed down and it needed to be wiped down, I couldn't just really dust it because there was just way too much going on. You'll see in a minute on the floor how much big old clumps of dust actually came off of here. But once you get to a point where your fan is actually really deep clean and wiped down, if you have something like the Swiffer duster extender, you can just reach up there and you won't have to even deep clean it as often because there won't be so much accumulation on it, just because you're more easily able to knock it down. So that was my intention with doing this. I wasn't even sure if I deep cleaned this honestly when we moved in. I can't remember if I included cleaning the fan by wiping it when I did the move-in deep cleaning. However, I'm doing it now. I also noticed that one of the light bulbs was out, but I didn't have more on hand to switch it. I need to go over to Lowe's and see exactly what these are. I'm just going to get 4 new ones because these lights are kind of dim for me anyway for my liking, especially the other light bulb in the kitchen is much brighter. So I'm going to have to stick to this size but replace the wattage. One quick tip, if you are going to be cleaning your ceiling fan, look at all this gunk here. Ugh. But one quick tip if you're going to be cleaning your ceiling fan is to go ahead and get a screwdriver and tighten up any loose screws and bolts so that way you can keep your electricity things intact and it doesn't get loose and cause any harm. Next, I'm going to be moving on to wiping down my cabinets. I haven't wiped these down in quite a while. This material is very easy to wipe down, so I'm just kind of degriming them around the handles is where the most collection kind of happens. Every now and then I'll hit this with a quick wipe, but I knew I was getting ready to do a deep cleaning video for you guys, so I haven't wiped off any recent splatters that I've seen just because I was like, well, I'll get them in the video. Also, Jordan was heating up manwich one day in the microwave and she dropped a bowl of it and it splattered all the way up here to the ceiling. I tried to get a clip of it for you so you could see it, but you could not see it. There was bright red spots on the ceiling with the manwich, so I had to scrub those down, and that was all over the cabinet and stuff. It's really funny how far that went. I know somewhere in here there's probably still manwich splatters, but I got everything that I could visibly see. I don't know what I would do for my cleaning routine if I didn't have microfiber cloths. This is one of by far my favorite cleaning tool that I have, just because, it's not even necessarily a tool. I literally have so many of these cloths. I probably have about 100 of them. I have a rotation of them in the kitchen, in my bathroom, and all over the place, and they're just reusable cleaning cloths, and they're so much more cost efficient compared to paper towels, and they just make it easier as it is anyway. They collect germs, and they're just so much easier to clean with. You can just kind of, wring them out and wipe with them. They can take any cleaning product except for bleach. So they make cleaning cabinets and wiping everything down in the kitchen a lot more breezeful. I never talk about them just because we've been using microfiber cleaning cloths so much in the cleaning world that now it's kind of almost standard for us all to have them, but definitely by far one of my most favorite things. Another thing when you're cleaning your cabinets, now I'm not worried so much, especially with the material that my cabinets are. There's some kind of coating over them and whatnot, but if you have wood cabinets or certain types of laminate cabinets, you want to make sure that when you're using a microfiber or any kind of damp or wet cloth to clean your cabinets, that you're going behind it with a dry one. This will help to not only polish it up, but also prevent any damage occurring in your cabinet material, because that dampness can seep in, create mold, create what is that word I'm looking for? Expansion, things like that. So if it is too damp, you're using like a sponge or something that's too damp, a towel that's too damp, make sure you're going behind it with the dry. Next, we're moving on to the oven. I have to get out some little grime that's stuck in the bottom of here. The number one cleaning tool that I've been recommended to clean your oven has been a pumice stone, which you can find predominantly in like near the plumbing section or like cleaning tool section, depending on your hardware store or your grocery store. Sometimes they're in both. I use a little bit of off oven cleaner just to spray it and get it started. You want to make sure your pumice stone is wet, so I keep a little cup nearby. My scrub mommy was also on its last leg here during this video, so I went ahead and used that to like sop up some of the grime. But typically when I'm cleaning an oven, I like to resort to paper towel just because it makes the cleanup more easy. It's so grimy and rusty from the dirt that even using a microfiber towel isn't kind of worth it because it kind of ruins the towel. So I kind of try to use paper towel, but in this video this sponge was going in the trash already, so I just went ahead and used that. You can use a little bit of dish soap with your pumice stone, but you just want to make sure that it's wet. So I let that oven cleaner sit for probably only like 5 minutes, and I used my pumice stone and then my scrub mommy to just sop everything up, and it came out looking really good. So ever since I started using a pumice stone to clean my oven, it has never gotten as grimy ever again. Even using oven cleaner, that works really well to make it look brand new. The process of letting the spray sit and then also just scrubbing it out and then sopping it up, it is a process. So even if your oven isn't that dirty, using the chemical could take some time. So the pumice stone really helps cut down on time spent in general, and this had only taken me maybe 10 minutes to do. I let the spray sit there for 5 minutes while I collected the other supplies, and then I went to town with the pumice stone, wiped it out, and it was done. Now moving on into the family room. If you did miss it at this point, I will link the video right here if you want to see how I prepared the house to get ready prior to doing this deep cleaning. I had did a whole house cleaning video, so that way when I went and got to my deep cleaning task, I wouldn't have to do too much regular cleaning as well. So that was the video right before this one. If you want to check it out, I will click I'll put a button for it right here. So moving on, now that I've cleaned up the space a little bit, I just wanted to make way to go ahead and clean the carpet. It's been such a long time since I've had carpet. Hi, Connor. Leave kisses for Connor and Ash down below. Of course, their little nosy butts had to say hi. So I went ahead and just cleaned up, and I'm doing a really good vacuum real quick before we steam clean, or not steam, well, is it steam cleaning? It's not steam cleaning, it's just carpet cleaning. I have the Hoover one. You'll get my full thoughts on this one once I'm done, but so I went ahead and I just used a little drop of dish soap for me to clean my carpet. I didn't want to put anything on this carpet. It's been so long since I've had carpet that I forgot how much it really, I think, needed to be cleaned in general. So I need to make this more of like a monthly thing versus like a seasonal thing. So we've been here 6 months. I haven't cleaned it yet, and it was real bad. But I just used really hot water from my tap and a little drop of dish soap once the water was filled up, so that way it wouldn't be too sudsy. And I really just wanted it to be about the hot water, just lifting the dirt, and just a little bit of degreaser versus like putting too much product, because I loved my fresh carpet so much. I didn't want that crunchy feeling. I didn't want any unnecessary fragrances or anything getting left behind, blending with, you know, my dog's paw dampness or just any water spills or dampness or heat or anything. I just really wanted to keep the fragrances to an absolute minimum, so I didn't use any. When this dried, it did dry beautifully. There was no fragrance, and I didn't get that like musty, something didn't dry all the way smell. I was very light with the carpet cleaner. I didn't put down too much water. I just did a spray pass forward and then a suction collection on the way back. And so I gone over multiple parts of the carpet, going backwards multiple times, just to make sure I was really lifting as much as I could at a time. You'll see this was kind of the speed I was more using throughout the process. It may have taken me an hour to do this, but I don't even think it really took me a full hour to get this process done. This part right here in front of the stairs is definitely the worst, just because the foot traffic hits right here first when you first come down, but otherwise it was very clean. But you'll see just how dirty this was. It was really deceiving on just how much more dirt was really here, even though the carpet wasn't necessarily spoiled throughout, based or further past like right where you get down the stairs. So in the future, moving forward, when I do the carpet cleaning, I'm definitely still going to stick to just using the really hot water with a little bit of dish soap to get all like the surface dirt off of here. And then we'll probably do like a yearly or every couple years actual steam cleaning extraction with a company. And then of course, like in front of the stairs, I'm going to have to opt to doing like a spot treatment. I'll probably just end up using like some Dawn power wash spray and a couple microfiber cloths, maybe a carpet brush, and I think that'll do the trick. But I think the hot water and just the limited regular simple cleaning product really worked the best here, and I got the result I was looking for, which was just no smell, no crunchy feeling, and just, you know, like some collection of that surface dirt. And also I will just add that for you, if you have carpet, it might not be that bad if you don't have pets. Predominantly, we don't wear our shoes down in this area, but sometimes we do walk down here with them on, but usually we don't wear shoes in the house. But the dogs, however, they do come down here and roll on the carpet and all that stuff. So that's how it really got so dirty as it was, even though, you know, we don't wear shoes in the house. So it's really unavoidable for me because we have pets, but, you know, we love those little fur balls. So we just have to make do, you know?
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay.
No matter how much I vacuum, an unavoidable problem that I always run into when I do any kind of carpet cleaning, or even if I'm using my Bissell spot cleaner, is that extra hair always comes up and it clogs it for a while. Easy to get out, but with this one, it always like leaves marks on the carpet, which is one of the reasons why I hate this specific model. As you you can see here, this is the part in the carpet where the dirty water drips left out of the little dispenser for the water sprayer, and it got onto the carpet. Once I turned off the machine, it basically stopped its suction, causing dirt to go back onto the carpet. Now, this is my only newer carpet cleaner that I've ever had, but look how much dirt it got. So it definitely works really well. It's just, it has that flaw about it, and that's why I don't like it. It's just, I don't like emptying this like canister out. I think it's weird. It comes out of, like, the liquid comes out of more than one spout, which, I mean, it has to, so it can get in and then have like a way to empty, but that's really irritating. And then if there's yucky dirty water like this, then once the suction's off, you know, it leaks out of the machine. So I don't know, if you guys have a recommendation on an updated one, something you've gotten within the last year or two, I'd love to hear your recommendation. Overall, I like how the product itself works. It's just that functional flaw that makes, you know, the longevity of using the product very irritating. But nonetheless, it looks so much better and it's a lot cleaner. And it's still something I have, so I'm still grateful to have it. I was able to get the carpet cleaned up. It worked well enough. It's just, my cleaning supplies are, you know, my tools, and, you know, I take a lot of pride in my collection of tools that help with the convenience of managing the house and getting a lot of jobs done, especially, you know, being able to take on cleaning tasks around the home and not having to get special like custom cleaning services done through like commercial, because that can run a very hefty penny. So it turned out really good though, because look at even the before and the after. You can definitely tell that the carpet's been refreshed. Moving right along into another task that needs done is I wanted to wipe down my lamps. They're a little bit dusty, and I kind of wanted to try to clean them up with this Pledge pH Balance multi-surface cleaning spray. Now, it did an okay job. It did dust them. It didn't damage them, which was great. But I would still like to find something that I could polish these up with a little bit better. But however, I just wanted something that was non-damaging, that wasn't water. This Pledge multi-surface pH balance spray, it works really good, especially if you want to clean your electronics. I clean the TV screens and computer screens with this. It's also safe to use on many other surfaces. It's just important that you don't use it on unsealed or porous surfaces. So if you have like granite, marble, or like unsealed wood, it could be damaging to those, but otherwise it's pretty good product to use for multi-surface spray, especially for technology. The last thing on my list to do today is to change out some light bulbs in the bathroom. If you've seen the last video, you know I burnt my arm pretty bad on an old light bulb that was here left behind, and it's just not an energy efficient bulb. So it was like discoloring, it was blackening, and I broke my outside like light covers, you know, like the milky glass kind. I broke one of those, so I need to replace those. Hopefully I can find something out at the thrift store to replace that with. But I ended up putting in these new, like, I think they were like 40 or 60 watt bulbs in the bathroom. They did not work out because these are dimmable light switches. So what I found was that it was like, I don't know what you want to call it, but it was like kind of arcing. It was like flickering. Here's my burn scab, the scar. But as soon as I screwed them in, it was like we were getting this flickering effect. It was like I was in a haunted house. So that didn't work out. So I just added light bulbs to my whole new haul. I need to get a different assortment of light bulbs for all over the house. So after doing that whole house clean with me, I'm definitely feeling relieved that I was able to get to some deeper cleaning tasks around the house, and definitely add to my shopping list some other things that I need around here, obviously like light bulbs and some supplies. I'm going to be doing a major haul in the next whole house clean with me. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed today's cleaning motivation and you got some inspiration ideas for the messy parts of your house to take care of this week, hopefully today. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.